I got a strike while the iron is hot. One of one, don't follow flocks. Man, I got this on lock. Team Harvey, team hustle, team can't be stopped. Just cop 900 glower, yeah, but fresh out the shop. Let's start bowling. I'm an expert on the lane. Yeah. Smooth approach, about to roll a perfect game. And well connected with the sport's biggest names. We can't talk unless an X on the frame. I'm here asking the questions, clear the air and confusion. Fresh, humble, and arrogant with the logo infusion. Red cup for the right vibe. I got the answers, you going live with Bowtie.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, peoples? Man, I know it has been forever since you guys seen me. Your boy is back. Mr.Bowtie is back. I want to thank my boy that I'm bringing on the show today. He woke up this morning and just inboxed me and said, man, let's do something. So he got me off my butt to make something happen, man. So I appreciate him. Hope everything has been going well with you guys. Hope everyone is staying safe. I know a lot of tournaments has been going on all over the place. Here in California still, I hate to say it, but we're still kind of on lockdown. But it is what it is. We have to manage and take what we can take when we can. But, man, I'm going to bring my boy on the show today. We just going to have a little chit-chat, man. It's not a normal going live with Bowtie episode, man. This is just some friends talking, man, and we're going to share some insight and do some other things, man. And if you guys got any questions or anything you guys want to holler at us, man, shoot your questions. We are here to answer them. And man, so to no further ado, well, first of all, I'll bring him on and then I'll tell you about it. I'm bring my boy Michael J. Slatky to the screen. Let's see here. Come on, boom, Big Mike. What's cracking, brother?
What's going on, my friend?
Here in Southern Cali, man, enjoying the weather, but not enjoying bowling.
So are you guys still on shutdown out there?
Sort of, kind of, yeah. Bowling alleys really aren't open. It's kind of hard to practice. In order to bowl tournaments, I have to get on the airplane and go elsewhere.
Gotcha. We had a couple people from California bowled the Northeast Tat this past weekend. So
okay.
Couple
How
folks.
Was that? How did that go? I've never bowled the Tat, I don't think.
Honestly, I bowled the Tat probably like 10 years ago out in Vegas.
Yep.
Actually, I think I might have been actually when Belmo won out there before he was a professional. So it's been a long time. A group of us got together. We said, look, we got to get traveling for bowling again.
Yep.
And a group of us went out to the Tat, which was actually in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, about 4 hours from my home.
Okay.
And spent the weekend out there. I had a friend of mine take me around the town, Pittsburgh. Went to some great places, and some old bowling alleys.
Should be a little crazy right now with Pittsburgh Steelers being undefeated, huh?
Oh, absolutly, out that way. I'm actually closer to the Eagles where I'm at, but Pittsburgh was nice. we got the Eagles, we got Pittsburgh, and then Baltimore is right across in the Maryland line, which is only like 40 minutes from Baltimore.
At least Baltimore is doing something for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So good stuff indeed. And actually, I think West Pie from 900 Global owes Dave Davidson a hamburger or something. I heard about some bet just from 3 weeks ago. So hopefully West Pie doesn't make it like, a McDonald's hamburger. Hopefully it's got something with some good sides with it or something.
Man, yeah. But hey, first of all, I want to wish all our vets out there, man, happy Veterans Day, dude. We appreciate your service. Man, you guys, just everything you guys do does not go unseen. I promise you, it's really, really, really appreciated, man. And I just want to say thank you guys, especially for my dad is no longer here, passed away almost about 20 years ago, man, at 49. But I appreciate him, and that's where I, seen it. But I know a lot of friends and family that's been in the service, that's in the service, and their kids are in the service. So I just wanted, from me. That's why I wore my red, white, and blue. You can't really see my shirt, but red, white, and blue there. I just want to say thank you, guys.
My dad's a vet as well. He was actually a cook in the Army, so he made a lot of friends around chow time.
So you go ahead and give your shout out, man, because like I said, man, it's worthy for it.
Right, and we wouldn't be able to do this today if it wasn't for our vets. So
absolutely. So, like I said, I appreciate you guys. Like I said, shoot your questions, man. I know this is a spare the moment. You guys wasn't expecting a show today, and neither was I. But like I said, hey guys, my man here, Mike, is from York, Pennsylvania.
That's correct.
York, Pennsylvania. And guys, if you guys all know, Pennsylvania is one of those states that, when voting was coming around, it was a little crazy. So how crazy was it out there for you?
Pretty crazy, actually. Back here in our hometown, I actually do work for Pennsylvania government, and I'm in IT, and one of the agencies we service is our Department of State out here. So I'll just leave it at that.
Wow.
Luckily I went to Pittsburgh for the last couple of days. So
you needed it. Most definitely you needed it.
Some of my other friends probably had it pretty rough over the last week or so.
Yeah, it was just so funny. Like I don't really pay attention to it a lot, and I don't really talk about politics a lot, because some people really take it to heart. Me, I don't, man. As long as I can wake up and go to a job and be thankful that I woke up and have something to go to, I think things will play its way out. So that's just me.
Absolutely. We just want to get back on the lanes and do our thing and be with our friends.
Please. Hey, did you guys hear that? Did anybody hear that? We want to get back to bowling. So how are you guys out there? Are you guys shut down, or you can bowl? Bowling
it's kind of a mixed bag out here. In Maryland, they require you to wear a mask, all the time while you're bowling. Delaware, which is next to me, it's kind of a mixed bag. Where they have kind of every other lane separating your bowling. Pennsylvania is kind of a little bit more of a free for all. Certain parts of the state, they kind of let you bowl as is.
Okay.
I would say the mask is maybe a little bit here and there. So, but out here it's pretty good. So, I mean,
here, like, dude, they don't even say, hey, we're gonna open the bowling alleys, but you have to wear a mask. They're like, hey, it's shut down. Just wait. It's not gonna happen.
I'm wondering if we'll actually be shutting down soon again. So I think that's the big rumor going around right now.
See, the scary thing is, and this is just me and my beliefs, that with holiday season approaching, the numbers are going to spike up.
Absolutely.
And once they spike up, it's just like, oh, we need to shut down again. But at the same time, and I just encourage people to just, try their best to wear your mask. I know it's uncomfortable. Trust me, it's uncomfortable. But I work for a school district. When I see kinders and first graders wear them all day, as adults, we should be able to wear them all day as well.
Absolutely. My wife's a teacher, so she has to wear it all day. I should be able to do it for her when I'm coming and going from places. So
absolutely, 100%, man. It's been a lot of turmoil in the bowling. Yeah, how should I say it? The bowling
industry, maybe.
Yeah, there's been a lot. So talk to me about it. What you think?
Like I said, I'm part of a team called Purett Bowling and Training Center.
Yep.
So, their business is going very strong right now. Now my pro shop owner is a Brands Brunswick guy, but I tell you what, he does a fantastic job. His girlfriend, along with Ryan Schaefer, just won a doubles regional title last weekend, as a matter of fact. So all the team was so excited for her. She did fantastic. So, and her and Ryan Schaefer actually almost lapped the field pretty much. So, and then I feel bad because there's a gentleman that we have on Purett staff. His name is Rick Graham. He's a Brands of Storm guy as well, and him and his partner actually finished in second place. So, unfortunately, he's not getting all the props that our champions got. So.
Okay.
It's pretty exciting from a shop perspective what those two individuals were able to do this past weekend.
That's cool. Have you been watching any bowling lately as far as, televised shows and things like that?
Well, you know what? We have, I'm sure everybody's been watching the playoffs. I actually have to catch up a little bit. Actually, our shop actually had Bill O'Neill on yesterday, as a matter of fact. So,
okay.
So I know who the winner is now. I didn't get. I'm about 2 episodes behind, so I do need to catch up on that. And I was away all weekend, so I think if I told the wife I was going to watch bowling in the last 2 days, she probably would have probably made me sleep outside. So
yeah,
wasn't going to have that.
No, there you go, man. Dude, it's been like I said, a lot of movement, I should say, in the bowling industry. Brunswick, they bought EBI, some time back, and now Storm has bought Global. We're part of Team Global. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, actually, I had the pleasure of meeting the Eastern rep for Storm, Travis Selmer.
Mm-hmm.
I know who he was before. We chatted a couple times online, but I actually met him officially out at the Northeast TAT this past weekend. Great guy. Talked to him for a few minutes. I actually took him around and introduced him to some other 900 Global folks as well. And, I have a lot of friends that are on Storm staff as well. So it was nice seeing some of those guys bowl. I haven't been traveling as much, obviously, since COVID. I don't see a lot of the folks that I normally see in my ventures. So It was nice catching up with a lot of people from the region and basically all around the United States. So they had the most turnout, I think, for the Northeast TAT this year. I think they had almost 400 entries, which was really good.
Oh, wow.
Venue for them in the Northeast. Now, the national tournament, they get a lot more bowlers out in Vegas during February and the summer. So it was good. They were very happy with the turnout that they had this weekend. And you're talking about masks and everything else. I tell you what, everybody was very good about wearing their masks around the bowling center. You could take them off while you were on the lanes. People kind of took them down, put them back up. Right. Great venue. I tell you what, the crowd was, pulling for everyone. Wonderful experience. Like I said, the group I took out with me was their first time at a big event like that. They all enjoyed it. Some of them learned a little bit. they learned that, surface is their friend on some bowling balls. And they learned real quick that, the balls that you use in your league shot, averaging 210, 20, etc., not quite the same when you're on a big event like that. They're gonna toughen them up for to bowl on. So,
I mean, when you got those big friends, it's so funny because being here from California, a lot of times with the things that we bowl on, it's always like some kind of pattern. It's never just, hey, we're going to come out and we're going to put a house shot down there and let you guys have at it. No, not going to happen. The majority of the time, it's like, hey, it's going to be this shot. 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 And it's like, gosh, dude, like, when are you just going to put a house shot down and just let people come bowl?
You're not going to see that much anymore in your bigger tournaments. So, I mean, no one, at the end of the day, most people are not going to be happy bowling their local tournament. Right. Throwing down $100 to win $4. Just it's just not going to be that way anymore. And plus, people don't want to be shooting 720 or higher, and they're sitting 7th and 8th in their cut. Folks don't like that. They want a challenge shot. So I truly believe that. I mean, at the TAP, for example, qualifying rounds, I mean, there was score. I know a guy from Maryland who bowled his first TAT. He made the cut with a 601.
Really?
With his handicap. That's a true story. So,
wow.
I mean, anybody can do it. So, but it just tells you the quality of making spares and staying with it and hoping that you get a good game in there, not getting yourself in trouble. I mean, most people are just people that play sport shots, you want to stay around even par and give yourself a chance to score big and try to make a cut. So, saw a lot of that this weekend. Saw a lot of people, had some big games and then maybe fall apart at the end. Right. I had that myself, actually. I came out on fire, and I know I just saw my friend Dom was on here.
Oh, yeah, Dominique.
Dominic. He knows. When we're doubles partners, he always says that I'm the anchor of the team, and he means boat anchor. So I shouldn't say that. Dom's had a great experience. He actually just started throwing Brands of Brunswick, and I believe he's joining their team. So. Awesome. But I couldn't ask for a better doubles partner. We bowled some sport shots together. We have a big tournament out here in Lancaster, PA, which is called the Bologna Tournament. And 2 years ago, Dom, I tell you what, he sizzled it on a sport shot. And unfortunately, he didn't win. He should have won, in my opinion. He bowled fantastic. But he'll tell you, we bowl doubles all the time. And like I said, he says I'm the boat. He's the anchor, but I'm the boat anchor of the team. So, and that's okay. I don't mind that. Dom's a great guy. And actually, he just shot 800 the other week, so couldn't ask for better.
Man, it's been a long time since I've seen the honor score. I hate to say it, man, but like I was practicing or throwing the ball like maybe last week or so, or almost last week or the week before last, and I go Greek church the next 11, and I was just like, what just happened? Don't ask, I don't know.
Just go grab your red cup and put something else in it and say
that's a day. That part right there, man. Let's see. What did Gail Rogers? Bowling on patterns definitely make you sharper. Also, show your flaws. 100%, Gail.
I will tell you that is 100% correct. Like I said, when I went to the TAT, the friends of mine that went that aren't used to bowling on sport shots, I mean, it showed. And by the end of the weekend, some of them said, like, man, I really have to get sharper on, shooting my spares straighter, keeping the lane in play.
Right.
Also maybe playing up the boards a little bit more. I think that's critical nowadays.
Oh, 100%, man. It's like I said, I know I've bowled, sport league here and back home for some years, and it helped. I can most definitely say it has helped. But just bowling one league, it was not it. Yeah, it's not. Like my boy Vern Adams always tells me, he was like, hey, you have to, you have to bowl tournaments to where you have to grind, but then you also have to have bowl tournaments to where you have that low-hanging fruit.
Absolutely.
Have to balance yourself off. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. He's like, you just can't just sit there and just keep shooting yourself in the foot over and over again. He's like, dude, you got to show something. And yeah.
It's hard to bowl league. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I have a group of friends, a great group of friends that I bowl with. And actually what I've been doing more nowadays, which I actually recommend to folks is, if you're only going to bowl one league a week or, just try to sub in leagues, get out there, be able to get your face out there and just start bowling different houses and do some other things. So I think it's important nowadays. I mean, honestly, it's tough to go out on a Tuesday night and bowl league, but it's nice to be sub. And, the wife wants to throw me out of the house for a little bit. I'm going bowling. So
100%.
Jump on a league,
Hey, good morning, Denise. How you doing? Spares, and spares. Yes, Gail. Yes.
Well, what Gail says is actually pretty interesting. Our shop has a thing where we do push-ups for missing spares. I probably owe about 400 push-ups at this point from a couple weekends of bowling. We did a little playoff bowling similar to the PBA with our shop staff, and I think Jeff knows I owe about 400 push-ups, and I'm gonna have to do them in multiple days. From sitting on my butt.
Out, man, you got that. Just set the 20 sets of something like that, and just go ahead. Make sure you have no bowling that day because your arms are dead.
But I do agree with Gail when you're bowling events like this, the TAT, and I tell people if you bowl in any kind of pattern shots, it's not the strikes that are going to make or break you; it's the spares over the span of the games, and I truly believe that.
Yes, I agree, man. Like I'm so disappointed in myself sometimes, man. And it's makeable spares. Like the splits, okay, yeah, but the makeables, the 10 pins, the 4 pins, the 7, and the 6 pin. I'm like, I know a couple weeks ago, man, I was bowling something and I missed 2 6 pins, a 10 pin, and I was like, whoa, stop, hold on, time out. What's really going on here? We take it for granted. I should say, when you see these pins, you're like, oh, that's a routine spare. So you don't really go through your routine like you should. You just grab the ball, boom, and you go. And next thing you know, you miss it, because of your timing being off or your rhythm being off. And you're just like, what the hell just happened?
It's funny you said that. I actually coughed up a 3-pin. That could have cost me making that advancing to the finals this week. So I know my friends saw me sitting there cringing a little bit as I was getting down to the wire, and they knew I was going to be on the cut line. And I made it by a sliver, so I was very lucky. So
how'd you end up in the TAT?
I made the finals. I didn't go very far. I had a fairly quick exit. Actually, the gentleman on my pair ended up making the grand finale. Okay. His name's Doyle out of Maryland
Doyle
area.
Irons.
Doyle Irons, yes.
He is the world.
He's a wrestler, man, and a marketeer.
Yeah, man, that is my guy, though, man. That Doyle was my guy.
Yeah, we had a great time. We used to actually bowl juniors together way back in the day, so it was nice to see him. He was excited to see me. And you know what? It was nice cheering him on. I was very proud of him. And he had a tough time. He bowled like 6 squads, as a matter of fact, to make that.
Oh, yeah.
To make that cut. And he did. And he got himself a chance to win the big money. So.
Oh, that's it. That's always a plus right there. Always.
And I tell you what, the thing that got him was when the lane started breaking down, he actually got better and better. Before the final match,
yeah,
they re-oiled, and I think he got a little lost. So. And the gentleman that won, I tell you what, amazing bowler. He actually won the TAT last year as well. He probably took a new, whatever the new storm ball is,
Yep.
fast pitch, and I think he sanded up. And I tell you what, he was it was just a fantastic finish to watch him bowl. I was amazed what some of these guys can do with bowling balls today. It's really good. But I had a great experience. Like I said, I've been struggling a little bit lately. And, it's kind of funny. I've actually been cashed in tournaments. I'm bowling horrible in leagues. So it's like, hey, it is what it is.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Jeff, man, I would, dude. But if you seen my bowling right now, I would be a fool to go and catch a plane and spend this money to try to come out there. Because you was like, why did you even come out here? That's how bad my bowling looks right about now.
Nah, I tell you what, you'd be surprised what you do when you get in the moment. So, and actually, it's kind of funny. I've had some mental lapses lately. I'm actually reading a book. It's called One Shot at a Time by Mo Pickens. It's actually a golf book. It's only about 50, 60 pages long. Just talks about the mental process of bowling, getting yourself focused, making sure you take that one shot at a time, do the same routine over and over again. I know I'll be one. I know my shop guy will get on me. He's like, Mike, look, you're overthinking it. Stop thinking. So he said, you think when you make coffee. He's like, come on. He gets on me all the time. So,
and see, that's me. And I keep trying to tell myself, hey, you can't shoot a 300 with one strike, or you can't shoot a big game with one strike only, So it's like you said, one shot at a time, go through the same routine. And hey, all we can do is work. I said, once the ball comes out our hand, that's it. It's not like we can control it with a remote control. We can't drive it down the lane. All we can do is from the beginning of the approach to the end of the approach. If we can keep that consistent, I think everything else will fall into place.
Yeah, I agree with that. And also, it's having a good positive attitude. It was kind of funny. I taught like a little self-reflection. I had a shot my friend taped for me and walking off the lane, and I didn't realize how moody I was. I came back. I looked like I lost my dog or something. So I was like, no, I gotta keep my good positive attitude out there. So, yeah, it was a great adventure. I couldn't complain with what I did out there. I was fighting an injury. And I injured myself moving some bowling balls. And what I love about the bowling community in general, I had a friend who I bowl with in Maryland. He actually went and got me a back brace. One of the bowlers gave me a massage. I was like,
oh man.
I mean, it was just a great group of people. It just shows you how small bowling really is and how good the community is. So,
dude, the bowling community has a lot of amazing people.
Right. And
I cannot thank bowling enough for introducing me to so many great people, and it's not even funny.
Yeah, I see what Derek put up there. I think that's great. What Derek's saying is it's amazing. I know we focus kind of on the physical process of the game. People were talking one-handed, two-handed, between their legs, whatever they do. But at the end of the day, you have to have a strong mental focus. I mean, I bowl and know some bowlers that are actually probably their form is nothing to look at. And they're some of the best bowlers, I would say, on the East Coast, if not, the United States. But what they're able to do and the way they make spares and stay focused throughout a block, I mean, so the mental game is just we don't even talk enough about it. Nope. I mean, I don't want to keep talking about my shop, but we just had Matt Farber on there. He was a Team USA member. Yep. And I don't think he's bowling actively right now, but he just talked about like the mental process and positive attitude and some other things. And, it just was good to hear that, because then it kind of makes you realize like, hey, so what? I had a bad night in league. Does it really matter? Hey, I get a chance to bowl. Or, hey, I traveled to, New Jersey this weekend and I bowled lousy. But at the end of the day, we should be blessed that we have bowling. We have the friends that we have, and we're allowed to do these things. I mean, we're truly blessed. And hopefully after COVID, that all comes out to just say, hey, you know what? We're lucky we can go bowling today.
Because me personally, I have this inner game of inner game of tennis. It is such an amazing book. So, oh my goodness! And I honestly think myself. I'm just talking about myself in bowling because I'm so hard on myself, and it's like I'm like, oh my goodness, I can take myself out of my own game by doing something wrong. And I think I should take this book to me during league, during tournaments. So when I do feel lost or something, I can just sit back and read because it really helps me to realize, hey, it's like that's one shot. So what? That shot is over and done with. But in my mind, that shot is never done with. If I miss something, that shot is with me. Even if I throw a strike or if I throw a three bagger, that last miss is still with me because I'm like, God, dude, like that, instead of that 230, that could have been 260, you know, and
Absolutely.
and it just eats me alive. But I really, 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 like you said, man, the mental game is it's probably the most important. I don't care what it is.
I agree. And you can tell, I would say the mental game's a lot different out there from, picking up your drink on a house shot and, bowling at a center 4 nights a week compared to, bowling on a lot of sport shots, short patterns, long patterns. Your mental focus changes a lot when you have to sit there and go 4 or 5 spares in a row to try to chase a double to go plus. I mean, it's a big difference. I mean, you can start seeing who the real players are in bowling pretty fast.
Oh man, big time. It's so crazy, dude. My friends, some of my buddies here at home call me Buffalo Bills. And if anybody knows about the Buffalo Bills, you know exactly
what always number 2? Are you always the number 2 guy? Is that what happens?
Mike, I bullcrap you not. From, I don't know, sometime even last year, I would go front 9. I mean, almost once a week or, every other week in league. And I have yet to shoot 300. And I swear it's probably.
You haven't had a 300 yet?
Well, in my life.
Oh,
yes,
okay. I got you the recent days. Okay.
No. I'm just saying recently, I've been struggling getting over that hump. And I don't know what it is, but I go front 9, this is no exaggeration, at least 10 times, if not more. Front 9, 10 pin, front 9, throw it bad bucket, front 9, 9 pin, front 9, 8 pin. And I'm just sitting there and my buddies just I go front 10, something. And my buddies just kind of look at me. They was like, well, Buffalo Bills showed up because, they went to they went to the Super Bowl so many times.
That's right.
Never finished. So that's me. And I'm sitting there. They was like, dude, you get there all day long, but you just can't seem to finish. I don't know what it is.
You know what it is? You're making it one shot's more important than the other. You already know you can shoot the front 9, so you can shoot the front 12 just as easy.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's so crazy, though, man.
I get it.
Let's see. Dominique said, read the book with winning in mind. It's what Matt Farber recommended on our live show. Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of what Dom was getting to. Like we had a gentleman on there, junior team USA guy. He kind of knew that, hey, tour life is probably not for me, and got away from the game for a little. And he was just honest. He just talked about bowling and, just the way to start looking at things. And I tell you what, he had such a positive energy during his podcast with Jeff. It was great. It kind of even made me wake up a little bit even more. It's like, hey, man, I get to go away this weekend and bowl. I should be enjoying this, not stressing about, am I going to make a cut? Am I making a check? Am I making money?
Right.
It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, we got stuff to take care of. So
there you go. And Derek says 6 and 7 counts start getting really hard to spare. Man, spares are hard to spare. What are you talking about?
When you get those buckets, or you get that 3, 6, 10s, and you leave in the 3 or something, it drives you through the roof pretty fast.
Hey, not even the 3, 6, 9, 10. How about that?
Slow roll it and pray.
Guys, look, dude, this is my guy here, though, man. Mike. Hey, Mike, talk to me. Global has just come out. Well, it's coming out within a couple of weeks with some new releases, man. I know people have seen it on Facebook.
Absolutely.
Talk to me about it.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, I got here. Actually, I'm just showing you on the screen because unfortunately, I don't have a shelf behind me to show. But this is I'm horrible at showing this on the screen, but this is the new C4.
That is the C4 Ordnance.
Ordnance C4. Matt Kabansky just had his podcast this morning, which he has every Wednesday, I believe, just talking about the new stuff. He was on this morning. talking about the C4, which is a more of a benchmark type ball from 900 Global. Folks may have thrown what was called the Ordnance about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Now that ball was very popular with the staff and the page members. The one thing about that ball, though, a lot of people said it was a little kind of lopey on the back end. So Matt told us today that the C4, he's like, is kind of the sleeper of the two, because the other ball we're going to talk about today is very hyped up, and people are really talking about it. So, but don't sleep on the C4. I tell you, a lot of people always want the big, big swooping hook. I'll tell you, nowadays you want to be able to control the lanes front to back, not side to side, and that's where you're gonna make your money in bowling nowadays. So
that's what I'm doing wrong. Got it.
Well, I'll tell you, the nice thing about the C4, I think it's going to be good. I'm actually going to throw it tonight in league. So
okay, well, hey, make sure you show some videos or something, man, because I've seen people, some couple videos out there, man. It'd be interesting to see, what you do with it.
Well, if you, I don't know if you knew this or not, but my daughter actually does all my bowling videos for me. She's not a bowler; she's a dancer. But we actually have fun, and she's good at editing, because trust me, she edits a lot when it comes to my videos.
Oh, there you go.
And when we get out there and throw, man, she knows if I'm going to throw a ball good or not, and she lays into me for it if I throw it bad, because she's like, my legs get tired sitting down here at the end of the lane filming your stuff, Dad. So,
man, you better get it together then.
No, it's a great family thing that we do together and we do it for 900, and we actually love doing it. So,
yeah.
But I will tell you, and I see Tabitha joined us. She actually just threw both balls, I believe, last night, and it sounded like she was very impressed with both of them. So you have to have her on the show.
All right, I'm gonna get you on the show. Hey, you gonna come talk to us? All right.
Yeah, I believe she told me beforehand. She said that she thought, everybody's talking about the Zen. I think she was surprised how good the C4 actually was. So.
Yeah,
I think it's the sleeper of the group.
About the Zen. That's all you keep hearing, man. That Zen. But
the Zen for me is probably going to be a little bit too much ball.
Be something special.
Well, for me, what I did with the Zen, I'll show you that one. That's a pretty ball. Like everybody's going to love this ball.
That ball. The color of it.
I'm horrible on this video. Like
no, you're good. You're good though, right there.
But
what's
my
shot on that?
Let's see, 60 by 2 1/4 by 35. So actually, I did more of a short pin to PAP layout on this.
Yeah.
Aiming for me, a two-hand bowler. I have a little bit slower ball speed for a two-hander, so I really like the ball to read in the fronts, not have a huge sweep on the back end. I don't like hockey stick type reactions. I can control a lot with surface. My shop, we've been doing a lot of short to pin PAP layouts. Really works well if you run into cliffy type shots. So I did that on the Zen. I mean, if you saw some of the video of the Zen, I think that was out last week by 900 Global. I mean, that ball's a monster. So kind of want to tame it down. I like balls that have a little bit more roll to them, especially bowling on sport shots, some other things. So, my shop went with that. And actually on the C4, we kind of did more of a longer pin to PAP, because the ball, very controlled ball in the line. So, and also, I don't know if you heard this yet or not, but Matt's been talking about purposefully engineered. That's how all 900 is coming out now that we made the move to Utah.
Yep.
And that's what we're focused on, that every ball that comes out, new ball that comes out, it's going to have a place in the lineup. So that's kind of Matt's promise to the 900 Global Nation. And the Storm Nation, I guess, nowadays as well, too. So
right. Is it Global Nation, Storm Nation, Striking Worldwide? Like, where are we at?
No, so right now it's Striking Worldwide, 900 Global. We're still separate. So we get this question a lot. The covers and cores are still 900 designed. They're not Storm or Rotogrip designed. So still separate at this time. But we're excited to be made out of Utah. I don't know how many of the first edition of the balls you got to throw out of Utah, but I mean, man, there's something special about them.
What balls are you talking about?
Well, the Honey Badger Revival was probably one that recently came out. That was kind of one of the first edition balls.
Yes,
I would say that's a house monster. I will tell you, out of the Honey Badger line, that probably ball is more angular than any other ball I had previously. From the ones in San Antonio, as you know, A lot of the ones in San Antonio were very high polished.
Yeah.
There was a lot of discussion. People changed the surfaces a lot to kind of get what they needed to go. But the
Right.
Honey Badger Revival, a lot of folks say they've left it at box finish and absolutely love it. So,
Oh,
and the Honey Badger is 900 staple. So
right.
definitely good stuff.
I'm telling you, the Badger line is just like the Black Widow line of Hammer.
Mm-hmm.
It's the exact same thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about all the new balls. Okay. I really think this is a great question. Any loss of hit with short pin layout? So, you and I could probably have a discussion all day about short pin to PAP layout. So, first I'm going to say no. And the reason why short pin to PAP layouts are very good is it gives you control in front of the lane, and you're able to still have good hitting power as well. So I always tell people the best way to look at it is if you bowl on a house shot and you start moving left and you see a lot of over under type reaction, you may want to try a ball with a short pin layout. So I'm a big fan of it personally. My shop, we tried it on the Extreme Pearl. I actually did that in a video versus the Honey Badger Revival.
Yep.
I personally like that kind of look on the lane, especially in our area. There is a couple centers where they do have that over under type reaction.
Okay.
And you can't beat it. I think it's anything that you do in your bag, they're tools. I try to explain it to people just like golf clubs. I'm not a big golfer. Actually, if some people on my team chime in they saw me golf, oof, it was rough. but just like your golf bag, you have your irons, you have your woods, you have your pitching wedge. I mean, they all have a purpose in the bag, and that's how you should set up your bowling bag as well. So, the one thing that you're going to like about short pin to PAP layouts, a lot of times people, they don't really want to see that hockey stick look like you have in the past. And I kind of think that you're still being able to retain energy. And like what Keith said, it allows you to stay right at 15 longer. So,
so it's so funny because when I drill balls, I drill my own stuff. I don't. I have that old school. Oh, I look at the pin, look at the CG, look at the mass bias. I look at it, kind of turn it. It's like, okay, I like my holes here, and I go with it. Now they're like, hey, Brandon, you have to get these numbers. You have to lay these balls out with numbers. You need to know this front number, this back number, this number. I'm like, dude, so now I'm trying to pick it up and learn more about, landing out with the dual angles because they say it will help me in the long run,
I do believe that. And, it's funny. I talk to players all the time and players that really want to bowl tournaments and stuff. And, layouts are only going to take you so far, but surface is everything in bowling. I mean, I tell you, if you would have went to that TAT and you would have saw the players that knew how to play, when they redid the lanes, you could see how they were setting up their balls and the surfaces they were using.
Yeah.
That tells you that they figured it out over the majority of people. So
it's so funny because back in the day when I used to watch PBA on TV all the time, when you watch it at home, all they balls look like it's polished, it's clean, like it was brand new bowling balls and things like that. So when I started bowling, I polished every single ball.
I disagree with you, man.
Dude, I polished everyone. I wanted to make sure it looked like a mirror. I was like, dude, I need this ball to be clean. I didn't want no marks on it. That was me. And I was like, and all of a sudden, when I bowled a couple events with the pros, I was like, wait a minute. Why his ball look like that? Like it's all scuffed up a little bit. It's not shiny. And that's when I started kind of learning like, oh, this is what they do, huh?
Well, I think there's a big misconception out there when you start looking at lanes and patterns. And, nowadays the oils last much longer, higher volumes. You got to be able to get through the fronts. And, when you start moving, you're going to still be hitting that oil. So a lot of times people don't realize that it's not necessarily you want to bounce down to the lowest end ball like the good old days. If you watch the pros, what do the pros do, right? Right. And it's funny to me that I always laugh when somebody says, oh, look, they're moving left. Why aren't they using urethane? Or why aren't they like balling down to something else? Because they don't realize the strategy is to have the biggest core in their hand and be able to move left and to give them the most opportunity to strike. So, but
Right.
yeah, they don't do a good job of explaining that to the general public. And I wish
it's
they
so
would do
weird
that a little
because,
bit
like,
more.
well, you haven't seen it yet, but that's like, with Bill O'Neill winning, even though, like I said, who won. But dude, and it's so weird because it's funny when you hear Randy Peterson and them talk. And it was like, oh, well, just look, he's doing nothing to the bottom at the bottom of his swing. Everything is, but from the look of it, if you're really not bowling, savvy, you would think he's hooking the ball because you see the rotation. But honestly, it's just he's just kind of like floating it out there.
Yeah.
And it's so amazing to watch how they manipulate the ball with the different hand positions and things like that. It's so, and that's why they're on the level of where they are.
Right. And the journey Bill took, if you remember a couple years ago, he used to get kind of ragged on a little bit for, making changes in his game and not succeeding. And now look where he is today. I think he was second in money behind Belmo, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
So
that guy Belmo is
good.
something amazing. I tell you, he just knows how to manipulate everything. Ball, and so does my little bro Simo, man. Like, they can do so much.
Right. People have no idea what they go through to be at the level they are as athletes. So
no, not even close.
They're bowling, 50, 60, 80 games a week. And, that's nowadays, that's a lot. I moved bowling
I can't
ball.
even imagine bowling 20 games in a week. It's
right.
like, dang, 20 games? Oh, boy, wait a minute.
Right. Yeah. But I know, back to what we were talking about with 900 Global, excited about all the new products. As you know, like I said, Matt Kabansky, who's leading our development efforts, purposefully engineered. That's his mantra. And he's saying that, all the balls are going to have a place in the lineup nowadays. A lot of people were upset, that they changed over and they got rid of all the other stuff out of San Antonio. I believe, what do we have? 7 balls now that are considered new for 900 Global from the first.
Is it 7?
Well, yeah, we had the original 5 that came out of Utah, and now these 2.
And then just 2, yes. You're absolutely right.
So I have 7 balls.
What's another great ball that came out of Utah, man? And it's that Afterburner. I really, really like that ball.
I actually haven't thrown it a lot, but there's another staff member out this way, and he absolutely loves it. And he actually, believe it or not, he shot his very first 300 with the Afterburner. So, which I didn't know that was his first 300. He was excited as could be. So, I don't think he's let that ball go since. Even I tried to tell him to put something new in his hand. I think he's going to stick with that one for a little while for league.
Yeah, but it's like I said, we do have some great products coming out, man, and I appreciate you coming on. And let's talking about it, man, because everyone's 900 Global. We're making a move. We are really making a move, and like I said, with Sean Rash and Chris Barnes out there, and Anthony Lady Farr, we have some great talent out there, and Sean and Chris are making it, and Anthony are making that the products out there really, really, really look good.
And I tell you what, Anthony's a cool guy. I talked to him maybe about a month ago, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm in the car with Chris Barnes going to a doubles tournament."
Yeah.
And I think he won 4 out of 5 of the same regional stop in a row or something like that. Yeah, that's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
If you want a bowler that a lot of people don't know about, watch him bowl. So, and then also we have some, a junior staff member, Team USA, Anthony Nyer, just won a PBA regional out in the East region.
Okay,
he's probably one of the best. He's got to be one of the best talents in the country, left-handed. So. And his dad was a big-time bowler. I think his dad won 10 regional titles back in his day. So a few years ago, I think he lost to Parker Bone on a senior stop recently. So that's pretty amazing when you think about how far 900 Global's reaching these days. So
absolutely. Like I said, I remember when Sean Rash signed and it popped up. I was like, "Whoa, what just happened?" Like that was a big shock.
So what I tell people, because a lot of people are like, well, I haven't really heard much about 900 Global, but if I think it was last year, 900 Global might have been on 2-3 shows, if that, right? It was Chris Sloan. I think Sam Cooley bowled with, I'm not sure who he bowled with, but he made a show. And this year, I think, 4 out of the first 5 shows, 900 Global was in the top
In the top,
top
yeah, it
five.
was Chris
Yep.
Barnes and Sean Rash. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Barnes, he got close to winning that one, and Sean turned around right away and winning a national event. Boy, that really put 900 on the big stage. So,
Absolutely.
and then
Absolutely.
COVID happened.
Yeah, it's oh man, it shut everything down real fast.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but hey, like I said, things happen for a reason. It gave basically a 900 Global and the bowling industry another outlet, man. And they came back and they sat down and they made some moves, and now we're coming back even stronger.
I agree with that. I mean, the products that are coming out are just very good. So, and there's my buddy Todd, Striking Worldwide. We talk online all the time, man.
Okay.
Great guy, but he's right. Striking Worldwide. That's the new mantra we have going. Like I said, we can only move forward. We can't look backwards. We just got to get balls in people's hands and show them why we're the best. And
Hey
I
guys,
think it's
I don't
proven.
know if you guys know. Look, I just found this out, but this guy I'm talking to right here, Michael J. Slatky, was just nominated into the Hall of Fame. So first of all, we want to say congratulations.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. So,
Yeah.
best part about that story when I guess their committee that gets together for those types of things, man, it was cool. It was funny. I was actually rolling my stuff out in the parking lot after league night, and I forgot to zip my bag. My bowling balls fell out of my 3-ball tote. Right.
Yeah.
A good friend of mine picked up a ball. And he said, "Man, you're having one heck of a week, aren't you, buddy? I just saw you bowl too." And the person that called me, she said, "Hey, are you sitting down?" I said, "No." I said, I think you're calling me for this reason. Like we had some association business going on or whatever. And I thought that's what she was calling for. And she's like, "No, man, you just we just got together and we put you in the Hall of Fame." I was like, "Wow, okay." Made my night there. So,
yeah, dude, like I said, congratulations, bro. It's big time.
Thank you. And you know what? I want to tell you a great story about bowlers. So, it hasn't really hit me yet. I know it hasn't been like all over public yet. I mean, a couple of my good friends know about the Hall of Fame. But I met a 900 guy, Dave Davidson, who just came back from cancer, started bowling again. He actually bowled the Tat this weekend. I went out to surprise him out at a bowling alley in Washington, PA, and he ended up surprising me, man. He gave me like a beautiful watch. I don't have it on right now, but man, I just thought that was the coolest thing. And he said, "You're one of the best in bowling." I was like, "No, you're the best, buddy." So
that's awesome.
For him to come back from cancer and bowl the Tat, and it was unfortunate. I think he missed the finals by like 4 or 6 pins out of the senior division. But I tell you what, that's how great bowling really is. So, and I really appreciated all the things that he did, man. It was just wonderful.
Yeah, that is awesome, man.
And I did see. Oh, go ahead.
You see, no, they said Anthony Lavery Spar was bowled with Cooley on the TV finals.
Ah, there you go. Yeah. And I know a lot of people don't know Sam Cooley, but I'll tell you what, worldwide, he's probably the number 2 best bowler out of Australia. A lot of people don't know that. I mean, he won a couple world titles, and a lot of people don't know who he is. He has a very subdued personality. I got to meet him at a couple trade shows and work some of those with him. Great guy. He actually he stays out in our area with a member of our pro shop staff when he's out here traveling.
Okay.
So, he hasn't been out here for a while though. So,
but look, this guy here, he's soon to be in Denver's Hall of Fame, because every time I look at Facebook, he's shooting a 300 or 800, and it's not just with one ball; it's with everything.
What did he shoot? Like 300s in the last 2 weeks? It was like I went away and I came back and I'm like, oh, I forgot to like his post on another 300. I thought it was the same one. No, it was a different one.
It's not the same one. This guy Jeff is that's my boy here. Hey Jeff, you will be on the show soon too, bro. So hey, be ready, because I would love to get the chat with you, man. Dude, but that guy he's something amazing.
Hey, he's not only a probably future Hall of Famer. He's a Logo Infusion Hall of Famer too, from what I hear.
Hey,
he's new to the staff. Yeah, he's new to the Logo Infusion staff, and I think for the new program and the people that are getting involved with that, I think Jeff ended up being like one of the top guys over the last quarter for all the work he does, man. I tell you what, you can't ask for a better person to chat with in bowling, man.
No.
If I could be half as good as him, I know I'm doing something right in my old age.
Seriously, man. Seriously, big time, dude. But hey, for you guys that don't know, let me go and put it out there. November, man. Like, we have specials going on with Logo Infusion. Please, please, please log on to Logo Infusion, man. Go check the deals out. There's still a lot of bowling going on. Maybe not here in California, but in other states. Bowling is open. So you guys want to look good on the lanes, man. Logo Infusion is the way to go.
I'll tell you, I have folks come to me from some other companies all the time, and and the way I work in the industry, I tell you what, I'm if someone wants like a different branded jersey, I help them with that, and I get them to the right people as well.
Oh yeah.
But a lot of times people will come back to Logo Infusion and say, look, this is the best fit, best quality. Yeah, sometimes I might have to pay just a touch more, but hey, the jerseys are going to last 3 times as long as some of the other companies that we won't mention here.
Oh yeah. And then
but
I
we
like
know who they are.
Logo as well. I Am Bowling. I like that.
Yeah, I actually don't have anything with that yet. And it's funny. I actually don't have any of the new jerseys have a new material, new underneath material with them. I have a couple guys out here that have bought jerseys from me recently, and they absolutely love it. So, but you did mention specials, so I will kind of say, like I said, I know at the end of the day we do got to market some bowling. So, you mentioned the Logo Infusion has the 4 for $5 deal. But, we should probably talk about, our main manufacturer, 900 Global. If you are out there to buy an Aspect, Honey Badger Revival, or the Torque.
Or the Torque, yep.
Or the Torque.
Yep.
If you buy one, you can turn your receipt into 900 Global. I think it's info@900global.com. You can either get bags, T-shirts, and some other goodies as well, just for simply buying one of those balls. I think that special actually ends in about 9 days. So,
as a matter of fact, that Aspect is a great piece too.
I'll tell you what, the people I talk to, the Aspect is the best ball that came out of that group of balls. I know a lot of people were talking about the Torque and, the Afterburn, and of course the Honey Badger Revival, because anytime they put Honey Badger on a ball, they just seem to sell. Absolutely. But out of that group, talking to the folks that design our bowling balls, they say the Aspect is the most versatile of that grouping. So, yeah. And I think we've had some good success with that. I know, my buddy Stanley Waite, who's out of Delaware, 900 Global staffer, just won a couple King of the Hills and some other local events with that ball, and he absolutely loves it. So, yeah, it's really nice to see.
Chris Barnes just bowled a SASBA tournament last weekend. And I heard Sunday he shot like 289, 290, 279, something like that for the first 3. And I'm trying to figure out, I haven't talked to him. I haven't, texted him to see what ball he was using. And it'd be interesting to know. And I think somebody said those 3, it was like 240, 250 or something like that.
I want to say, I thought I heard he said the Torque, and somewhere was in there the Flux. I don't know which Flux, if it was the Pearl or the Solid, but those guys can throw anything. I think I can give Chris Barnes a block and he could spin it and do whatever he wanted with it and strike at will. I don't think people really appreciate how good he truly is. And, over a lifetime of bowling, just the amazing things he can do with the bowling ball is incredible.
Oh, Tabitha say the Flux Pearl.
So, yeah, she would know. Yeah. Tabitha knows I'm going to be blowing up her messages later talking about these 2 new balls. She knows it. Every time a new ball comes out, I'm like, hey, because she gets out in the lanes before I have them in my hands. I'm like, what do you see? What do you like? Right. What do I need to do to this ball to give me the best look? So she always gives me good advice. So
that is a bonus. See, that's one thing I love about, staffers and people that really, they're friendly, they're open, and we're out here to help each other, man. And I absolutely love that.
I will say the one thing that's great about if you have a chance to get on the 900 page, join that membership. You can't beat that. I will tell you, you see so many people help one another. It's amazing. It doesn't matter if you're staff or you just like the products, or hey, even if you throw something else, Storm, Rotogrip folks, we have Motive folks on there. Oh, yeah. Put a ball or 2 in their bag. We're not sitting out there trying to say you have to be, all 900 Global all the way. Even if you get a ball in your hand that's 900 Global and you like your Brands of Brunswick or whatever else, man, we don't care. It's all about bowling. And if you put a 900 ball in your hand, that's wonderful. If you don't, and you're just looking for advice, that's just as important as well.
Absolutely. Shannon,
I see.
hey, we appreciate that. I appreciate that. Big time.
I don't know. Shannon must be a good liar, man, because he's probably sitting there. He's got a voodoo doll back there. He's like, Slacky, why are you bugging me this morning? And he's probably poking his voodoo doll.
No, man, no. Guys, hey, it's been, dude, you guys have no idea. It is absolutely great to be back on the screen, talking to you guys, seeing my people, comment. Slack, hey, I thank you for reaching out to me this morning, man. And
hey, I owed you one. Hey, I owed you one from last time, my friend. I know when you reached out to me before and I was a little hesitant and I was like, no, look, you know what? We need to do this. I haven't talked to you in a while. Yeah. I know how much work you put in these shows and all the great staff. And, and it's not only 900 staff you've had on. You've had other folks as well. Big industry names all over the country. Do your show. Yeah. You make it lively, laid back. We don't have to sit here and have tech talk all day long. We're real bowlers and we're doing our thing on the lanes. And, we promote the best products in the business. That's what we do. So. Oh, yeah.
Hey, my goal next is to really, first of all, let's let's congratulate Mr. Tim Crow on joining the Logo family. Congrats on that, Tim.
Oh, congratulations. I didn't know that. So new member on our squad. That's awesome.
New member to the Logo family, man.
Big time. Oh, he's going to do great, man. I tell you what, they're best line of products you can do. I actually handed out a couple of gaiters this weekend to some folks. If they didn't want to wear a mask and they wanted to use a gaiter instead. So I got a couple of those out there to some folks to help them with their bowling.
Like I said, man, like Ken and Kathy and the Logo Infusion family are really doing some great things as far as trying to help stay safe on the lane. And representing something great. So we truly appreciate that.
Yes, we do. Funny story for you about that.
Uh-oh.
I'm actually going to post something on our page. I was out at the TAT and they were giving away like prizes. Just the TAT was really good about giving stuff away, and they called my name for something. Actually, I should go get it. I'll have to show you a later time. But I won a Logo Infusion commemorative anniversary TAT towel. I thought it was great. All my friends were howling on me about it. So
wow.
So
did you have something to do with that?
Well, I got that instead of the water bottle, so hey, whatever.
Hey, that's cool, man. But no, dude, hey, guys, be ready. I'm start inboxing people. It's time. Sure. Hey, Slack, if you have anybody, there you go. Yeah,
I'm horrible at doing this. It's like, all right, turn the opposite way.
No, turn it
upside down.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. That's the C4.
That right there. November 27th. It'll be in your pro shop.
It'll be available. I already sold a couple, as a matter of fact. My pro shop just told me that we had a couple guys buying them. And, of course, this is the one they want. They want the Zen. They're not playing around.
The Zen.
Boy, I'm horrible. Boy, Matt's going to kill me when he sees this.
No, you're good.
He's going to be like, what are you doing out there, Slacky, you clown? He's like, come on, get them balls on there.
Man, but yeah, hey, guys, if you haven't paid attention or even seen any episodes of Striking Worldwide with Matt Kambansky, please tune in. Log on to, like I said, get on the Facebook, 900 Global page. Dude, it's absolutely some great information.
I think the last two shows, Brandon, to point out, the show that he did this morning featured the 2 new balls.
Yep.
The previous show featured the first 5 balls that came out of Utah. And also there was a little segment, I think it's about 15 minutes in, focused on Chris Barnes and the 3G shoes. Because we do get a lot of questions about the 3G shoes as well. So,
do you have a pair yourself?
Absolutely.
And how do you like them?
I like them a lot, actually. They're very comfortable. I had another brand before. They seem to wear out pretty quickly. And I kind of felt I had a new pair of shoes. They just wore out really fast. A lot of people don't know that you can even, cut out the toe cap, put a new one on the 3Gs. Yep. Very versatile. Help guys out with them all the time. The one thing people do not realize, the numbering system on their slide pads is opposite of most companies. So as people end up wanting more traction where they should use the 6, they think the 1 is more traction, but it's actually more slide in the 3G brand. So,
okay. Well, that's good to know, because I am going to order me some 3G shoes. I have yet to put any on my feet. I've been, stuck with my SSTs.
They're great shoes as well too. So
Oh yeah, but so hey, I have to get some 3Gs in my arson.
absolutely. I think the one thing you're going to like about the 3Gs, there is a piece you can buy. My buddy Stanley told me to get it on the back heel. It's called Adjust-A-Heel, and it has a heel and there's a strip up front, and you can put material on there. They come with 3 strips. It's an accessory that a lot of people are starting to buy for their 3Gs. So for the heel.
Okay.
I didn't even know about Adjust-A-Heel, and Stanley told me about it. He's like, Mike, you need one of these. So I said, okay.
Oh, there you go.
So I jumped on it.
Cool. Well, look, Mr. Hall of Famer. Hey, I appreciate that is your name from now on, dude. Hey, it's not many people get there, So when you do get there, dude, it is absolutely an honor.
I think they did it on my hair. They didn't do it on my bowling skills. So
well, hey, do I need a hair? Look, do I need to cut my hair off then? Because hey, just a FYI for you guys that's tuning in. I honestly I'm 38. I hit 200 pounds for the first time in my life because of COVID.
Yeah, we got to start drinking more water. That's what it comes down to. Stay away from the soda and the other good stuff.
Yeah, but me, guess what? I've been working out. I'm back under 200. I'm trying to get to about 185, 180, 185. Because 200 just doesn't look good on me.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
I started getting this little belly here, and I was like, oh, so. No, you can't have that. I cannot tuck my shirt in and look good for you guys while I'm bowling with a gut. It just doesn't look right.
Right, you don't want the bow tie to get a little tight up here either.
No, not at all, man. But people look at me, they was like, dude, are you serious? Like, they give me that little side eye look, like, for real. And I'm like, hey, relax. This is me, not you, But no, yeah. But yeah, it's Mike, dude. Again, congratulations on getting into the Hall of Fame. I look forward to seeing your video coming up soon.
Yep, I'll probably do both. I just have to get my daughter to help me with them. So She's 14. Her focus isn't necessarily on doing bowling videos. So
no, not even close.
She doesn't even want to hang out with dad anymore at this point. As a teenager, so
yeah. Hopefully, I can get a video out soon. I've been pretty bad. I did a couple videos a while back, but I've been pretty bad with some videos. So with these 2 here, I will try to get out and get some videos out there so you guys can see how to no thumber do it, And
sometimes people want me to put my thumb back in the ball. Trust me. I hear that all the time.
I use my thumb on my spares, but that's it, and I just chuck it down there. Hopefully it doesn't move.
I feel you on that. So
yeah. But Mike, dude, hey, thank you for reaching out, man. Hey, and the shows will they're back. So I'm gonna start hitting some people up. If you have anybody in mind that you want me to interview, global, non-global, it doesn't matter. Inbox me some names, man, so I can reach out to them and say, hey, let's get on here.
I got a couple guys and girls in mind already. So
send me some names. And just so the guys know, I am going to do a show with my 900 people. And Mike, you are my first guest, so it's going to be quite a few people. I want to pay about 4 or 5 of us, to come on and talk. So Matt Kabansky, I'm trying to get you too. So
get Wes Pye on there.
Man, I'm trying. I'm gonna get Wes. But yeah. Hey, anything else you got for us, man?
Hey, I would just say if you have any questions or want to talk anything, please feel free to put anything in the comments. Brandon and I will get to it.
Absolutely.
We appreciate. I know all the work you do, and man, it can't be understated how much work you do in these interviews and all the players and ambassadors of the game that you have on. So thank you for the opportunity to be on with you. Again, sorry we didn't do it earlier when you asked me, but I figured, you know what, I'm itching to get back to bowling and doing more in the lane. So let's get to it.
Hey, I appreciate it, Mike, dude. Hey, have a great day. Like I said, happy Veterans Day to, your pops, to your dad, to my dad, and to everyone else out there, man. We truly, truly appreciate all you guys' service.
All right. You have a good one, sir. And thank you for everything.
Absolutely. Not a problem, brother.
All right, buddy.
Later.
We're out.
Guys, that was my boy Michael J. Slatky, man, part of Team Logo Infusion. That is Team Global. Dude, I just appreciate him. He reached out to me, man, and I made it happen. Made it happen. Like I said, Veterans Day for all you guys, for everybody, friends, family, family of family, friends of friends, and everybody else, man. Thank you guys for everything. You know, I'm here. Stay safe. Do what you guys need to do as far as staying safe, and you know how it is. And I'm trying to get my my song to playing. You know, I don't know what happened here, but intro, outro, you guys know what it is. Going live with Bowtie.
I got a
Uh-oh, what did I do? See, I'm messing up over here. Sorry, guys. But hey, if you guys think of anybody else to want to be on the show, Tabitha, you coming on, Jeffrey Delaney, I got you, you know? So you guys be ready.
I got a strike while the iron is hot. One of one, don't follow flocks. Man, I got this on lock. Team Harvey, team hustle, team can't be stopped. Just cop 900 glower, yeah, but fresh out the shop. Let's all rolling. I'm an expert on the lane. Yeah, smooth approach, about to roll a perfect game. And well connected with the sport's biggest names. We can't talk unless an X on the frame. I'm here asking the questions, clear the air and confusion. Fresh, humble, and arrogant with the logo infusion. Red cup for the right vibe. I got the answers. You going live with Bowtie.
Yes, you are. Hey, guys, thank you for everybody tuning in. I know it was last minute, but we made it happen. Like I said, I'm going to inbox some people, man. It's time to get my show back on, man. A lot of people ask, even my mom asked. She said, Brandon, what happened to your show? You know, so it's time to make it happen. Ron Sims, my boy, I always got to give a shout out to him because he always keeps me level headed, keeps it positive, man, to help me grow what I have going on. So, Big Ron, love you, bro. Appreciate you. You guys have a great Veterans Day. Enjoy your day off if you're off. And man, I'll see you guys soon, man. Much love. Peace out. Bowtie out.